We're gonna do a counterattack when the person on bottom is playing K-guard, you know? So, many times I'm between his legs, okay? And then he's gonna choose one side. So he's gonna choose one side to start playing K-guard. For those who doesn't know, K-guard is this, right? So you underhook your leg, you keep it between your legs. And then he keep the shin making a frame right here. He used this foot right on your stomach, so you see, he's framing really well. I can't get closer to him. If you keep the foot outside, I'm gonna start putting the weight on him. So normally, the person is gonna put the foot right here, okay? So I still between his legs, but then you see that he put this knee, okay, right between my legs, okay, inside my inner thigh. And then this leg right here is gonna start entangle my leg, okay? Sometimes grabbing your collar like this, usually when he grabs the collar, is to play X guard. He's gonna collar drag you and then it's gonna scoop himself underneath of you like this. Okay, now is a great position because he's putting the frame, like the foot on my stomach. I can't put the weight on him. He's trapping my leg here, so I'm blocked, okay? So before Andy goes to this position here, okay? Hey, stop right here. I'm sorry for interrupting you watching this video. I have great news. You can watch at Atos BJJ on demand right now, 100% free. You go in the weekly series. We have like pretty much courses every week about the techniques that we teach here at Atos headquarters. Go there right now in the description below, click on the link, and then you're gonna go straight forward to our weekly series category. And then right there, you're gonna click and you're gonna watch the first class, 100% free, 100% free, okay? And please, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, okay, on our channel. And I appreciate that. Keep watching. I'm so sorry to interrupt you. Boss. I'm gonna start working on defending and counter-attacking, okay? If Andy doesn't grab my collar, he's gonna link the hands together. And when he links the hands together, he wants my knee on his chest. Pretty much he's gonna fold my leg like this. Okay, that way he builds a stronger frame. And not only that, like he can use this leg here around my leg, using this foot right behind my thigh. So now you see I'm facing away from Andy. Yeah, I'll try to face towards him. You see that he's torquing my knee. It's hard for me to face him, so he's forced me to give the back to him. So if I just stay here, Andy can start sliding the leg and force my knee to go on the floor and start going to my back right here. Okay, that works a lot against advanced guys, right? And even though like you can start working on that and learning this type of guard, which is like great for anyone, okay? So when you entangle the legs like this, okay, he goes linker hands, like this, and he goes around, okay? He wants to scramble underneath of you, right? If I just stay here, I'll be like just defending. There's not much for me to do here, especially if this leg is already behind my legs, okay? Because now look, if I sit, I'm on top of his leg, this foot here is still framing right here. Okay, and then Andy's gonna force me to go with the knee on the floor. He's gonna start reaching to a crab ride. Okay, and now I'm defending the whole time. Even if I stand up, he's gonna be on my back. Okay. So it works a lot on the close guard, right? When your opponent's standing up, you know he's gonna open your leg. You're gonna underhook the leg. And you're gonna start working on this. Okay. All right. So the defense is right here. It's not very simple. There's like some advanced stuff to do from here, okay? But if Andy keep holding my collar, definitely he's gonna try to go with the X guard. He's gonna scoop himself underneath of me. He's gonna do this, okay? So now right here, it's kind of like a annoying situation for me because if I drop my knee on the floor, now he can easily sit up and start coming up, okay? Or he can make my leg goes over his head like this and he's gonna start going for a crab ride, okay? So for me here, it's a situation where I have to find ways to pass his guard, okay? Just by staying here, try to be on balance, you're probably gonna get swept, okay? This hand right here, he's gonna grab my collar, right? Or he's gonna try to grab my other leg. So he control both legs. Now I'm in big trouble. So you have double pins. If I stay standing, it's easier for Andy like to sweep me backwards. Okay? So usually when this happens, I'm gonna try to post my hand on the floor, but now he can start sweeping me forward like this. And then he's gonna work on sitting up or taking my back, okay? So one thing you can do here, you can drop your knee on the floor. So just to have some weight right here, okay? And you have some time. So now we're gonna do, close your leg a little bit, you see? I close my knee, and then I go with this hand. I go with this hand right here, right on the pants. I grab this pants right here, okay? Like this. Because now, why I'm holding this pants? If Andy tries to sit up and come up, I'm controlling the bottom leg. Sit up, Andy, come up. It's harder for him to come up, okay? So if I let go and try to grab the sleeve or just post my hand here, notice that he's gonna use the bottom leg to stand up. You see that? Go back. So what I'm doing here, I'm grabbing his pants. So if I keep my knees wide open, it's hard for me to reach his pants, especially if I have shorter arm. So I touch my knee on his butt like this, and now I grab here. Okay, and you see that I grab right on the calf of his pants. So once I grab here, now it's time for me to balance. I start using my butt on the top hook and posting his leg on the floor, and I start circling like this. Okay? So now it's hard for Andy to sit up and easier for me to spin around, and I just stay on balance here. My goal is trying to go all the way here on this side. Okay, and then I start smashing here. Okay? Of course, in the fight, it's not gonna look pretty like that. Okay? It's gonna be moving, right? But your goal is to work forward. Because if you think with me here, if I try to step this leg this way, he's blocking me with this leg right here. If I move this way, I have some freedom here, okay? I have some freedom this way. He has the frame here, but he's gonna block with this hand if I keep moving this way, right? So before that happened, I put my knee on the floor, close my knee on his butt, and I control the pants right here, okay? So Andy's gonna try to sit up. I try to force my foot to be on the floor, and I use my butt, especially in this case, my right side, against his top hook. Turn on. So notice that when I'm here, let's say I'm not holding his pants right now, but if I go with my butt square like that, you see like he's still strong with the hook, so I have to use my right side over his hook. You see that he doesn't have like a strong hook anymore. So at the same time you're moving forward, you kind of like lean towards the side of the right side of your butt cheek. Okay, the one that's on the top hook. Okay, or actually, yeah, on top of the top hook, like that. Okay. So again, so I'm here, and he's gonna set up the X guard from K guard. He's gonna scoop under. I drop my knee on the floor, close my knee, keep a really strong hook on his head, because if I keep relaxed, Andy can go for a crab ride. Okay, and just by grabbing the pants right here, try to go crab ride right now, Andy. If he passes the leg over, he cannot work with the bottom leg anymore. Okay? So you here, you hook, you post the foot on the floor, and now look, punch the floor and then start circling like this. So right here, if you like, you can try to bring this leg this way here. You kind of like square it up. Okay? Again. Sometimes your opponent will be holding as an ankle lock. Like an ankle lock grip like this. You see? So if he's grabbing as an ankle lock, you're not going to be able to bring your foot this side. So you're going to do the same thing. You drop your knee on the floor, close your knee, control the calf of his pants. Okay, right here. Even if you grab my sleeve right here, right, it's going to be a little bit harder for him to sit. But don't let him grab your sleeve. Try to post your hand a little bit far from his hand. If you post right here, he's going to grab and pull really hard and probably going to go with the shoulder on the mat. You don't want that to happen. So try to put your hand a little bit far. Now you see that he's doing the ankle lock. So I do the same thing. Stand up, putting my foot on the floor, and move around like this. Try to put the X guard in. He's trying to use this leg between my legs, right? What I'm doing, I'm pushing his leg out and to the floor. So I want my butt in front of his thigh. Okay? So I'm doing this. If you keep the ankle lock grip, I'm gonna circle around and I can even go for a omoplata here. See, I can start attacking the omoplata. Okay? Again, that's the only technique we're gonna do tonight, okay? So I'm here. So Andy's gonna go for the X guard. Boom. There's many situations you're gonna find yourself on the X guard. Sometimes his leg is gonna be here. Sometimes your opponent will have the leg like this, which is great as well, okay? Again, don't keep your knee wide open because then it's gonna be hard for you to find the leg. Close the knee, and now control the calf of the pants, and then you start circling around like this, okay? And then right here, if the leg is over his arm, you can pass the leg over his head and then square up to the north-south. If your leg is under and he's doing an ankle lock grip, you do the same move, right? But then you land right here, sinking your leg through, okay? We call this like we put in the boots. Every time someone tries to ankle lock you, right? So you see that if his forearm is really close to your ankle, he's gonna have a lot of pressure and he breaks. So what I'm doing, I'm sinking my leg through as I go around. So more I put my leg inside, harder for him to find a joint to ankle lock me, okay? So when you have the ankle lock grip, make the frame. Usually this hook will be here. There's a high chance you have like a modified X hook, which is better for him to control me. Again, hand on the floor, close, control the pants. He's gonna try to come up, right? And then you start circling around, and now you start sinking the leg through. Okay, and now you're here. You can either roll to omoplata or just stay here. If you underhook my leg, okay, right here, same thing, close the knee. See how I close my knee to his hips right here? Try to grab my sleeve and don't let him reach the sleeve, okay? So now I cannot be with my knee on the floor. I need to squat. I need to put my foot on the floor and then I start going like this. See, this is my balance. The hand on the pants right here is my balance. Push me, Andy. Look, I stay here. Now I can either go around or pass my leg over his head and scissor my legs like this. And then I'm on top of him. You guys got it? Okay. There's another defense that you can do if your opponent have this foot outside, like this. And you see Andy using this a lot, okay? And I like to use this a lot as well. You control the sleeve, you take his foot out, you push his leg through, and you see my hand right here goes behind my leg, like this, and I post my hand on the floor. Because that way Andy's gonna try to put the X guard, he doesn't, he can have his space. I can start circling around, okay? So for one leg X, okay, right here, and you stand, you're controlling the sleeve, you go 1, and then 2. And then you start circling around, okay? Your goal is to go here. If it's modify X, which is the one we're gonna practice, like this, underhook my leg, like this, okay? Don't try to be standing because you're gonna get swept right here, okay? Put your knee on the floor so you have more balance. Close the knee to the butt. Control the calf of the pants. Now, I push his leg away, post my knuckles on the floor on top of his leg, and I stand up like this. Go in the fight. He's probably gonna try to do sankaku here or something like that. Let's say if I'm here, I can't circle around. I can take the leg out, I control the collar, and now I have like a crazy dog pass. I'm ready to start smashing. Okay? Just in case your opponent is reacting too much, pushing you away, you can step the leg over right here and then reach the collar, right? And then you start putting pressure right here and then passing his guard. But the goal is to go around. You guys understand? All right, let's try. You guys have any questions? All right, 1, 2, 3. Thank you.